All right. So
Okay,
we're going to write down our thoughts surrounding the regain situation. And then we're going to examine those thoughts.
We're going to examine those thoughts and really see what is going on in our brains before we do anything.
Okay.
Before any action is taken.
Yes. And I know for some of us, that sounds crazy. But that is an important work that you have to do.
Yeah.
I think it's important to check in with yourself before you take action. That's smart.
I mean, it makes sense. It's just not.
We just don't do it. Yeah, we just don't do
normally
it.
done that way. It's like action first, then examine.
Like just go. But sometimes you have to slow down to go faster. So sit down.
Okay. All right. So we're going to grab a cup of tea. We're going to sit down, write down, examine.
Yes.
Love it.
So what's the next step? Guess what, guys?
We're not doctors.
No, we are not.
If you're going to be making any major medical decisions, please consult your doctor.
Yes, and that includes diets, exercise, medications, and surgery.
We love you guys.
And we want you to be in our OSLP family forever.
So be careful
and consult
your doctors. We love ProCare. You guys know this. And guess what? They have a brand new product out and it tastes like an orange Tic Tac.
That's right. I have got it in my hot little hands right now. It's their easy to swallow tablet in Citrus Grove. And both of us have fully switched over to it.
We had to because it's easy to swallow, doesn't stick, and it has 45 milligrams of iron. And we both need that.
Yes, we do. So go to procarenow.com to take care of all your bariatric body needs. And our code is the only one that gets you a full 15% off. So use code OSLP at checkout.
Are you located in the Florida area?
Well, we have the perfect office for you. Dr. Fridley and his wife, Macy, have created the perfect, welcoming, and safe place for your bariatric journey.
That's right. So click on the link below to start your weight loss journey now. And don't forget to tell them that the OSLP's girls sent you.
Welcome back, OSLP family! Welcome back, OSLP family.
Welcome.
You are listening to our Sleeve Life podcast, and this is Kelly.
This is Mel.
And you're going to want to sign up for our newsletters.
Yeah, they're very important.
Throw that out there. Like, that's the most important thing that you can do if you listen to any of the stuff in the beginning of the episode.
And that's a free way.
It is a free way. It is a second free way. I've never thought of that.
Too.
Sign up for the newsletter. And you want to sign up because you get to know all the things before everybody else.
Yes. Yeah, they do.
So we constantly are creating new things, even though we have zero time to do that.
And we're not going to be in your inbox like crazy.
No, it's like
there's some
week.
Companies I get one a day. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, it's literally one a week, maybe two.
Maybe two.
Okay. So sign up because you're going to get like pre-sale tickets, especially when JBY comes around. If there's a tour, you're going to get pre-tickets for that. So just sign up because you're going to know all the deets.
Yes. And when you sign up for a newsletter, where do you need to go to do that? You need to go to oursleevelifepodcast.com. That pop-up will be the first thing you see. Mm-hmm. And then once you sign up for that, then you want to scroll, go to the top and it's going to say become a patron. Mm-hmm. You want to become a patron also because you also get in the know of things that nobody else knows.
Yeah, they get behind the scenes, bonus episodes,
expert calls.
Sorry.
She doesn't know what she's saying. Just drink your water and hush it. And then you get once a month Zoom calls with us. You also get ticket sales before they go on sale.
And discounts.
And if you come to JBY, which most of you should, you also get a free brunch.
They get a free brunch every year. We've done it the last 2 years.
Mhm.
Last one was on a rooftop of the hotel of
It was
the
very
Eaton.
cool.
Oh my God.
It was very pretty.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So we like to pay it back to you guys because if it wasn't for our patrons, we would not be here at all. So we appreciate you. We love you. And this is our way to say thanks to you guys, especially after that huge high from JBY. And now we all can just relax and chill and eat and be like a one big family over there.
Yeah. I mean, because we are.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. And then the last free way to support us.
That's right. That's YouTube.
YouTube preloaded on your phone.
Yeah. Just click on the damn thing, type in Our Sleeve Life Podcast, and then go ahead and hit the bell and hit subscribe. It really does mean a lot to us. It helps literally all the other bariatric patients find us. We have been learning social media is actually pushing down bariatric surgery. We don't know why. It's happening though. So as much as you can share, like, comment, it's going to get us out there to help people.
Yes.
So, and you get an episode every single Tuesday. That's video. And you would know that we have a special guest.
We do have a special guest. And it's been a bit.
That's right.
Since she has been on the show. I'm talking like maybe 2+ years.
Yep.
It's been a long time. We weren't even in this studio.
No, we weren't.
We were in a dark and dank place.
She loved us when we were old school.
Yes, 100% she did. So let's welcome on Mabel with the Beyond the Sleeve Academy.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me once again. I'm so happy to be here.
Yay. We are too. I can't wait to hear what you have to tell us because I remember the last episode was so mind-blowing.
Yeah.
That I'm excited to hear because we're going to talk about regain.
We are. And Mabel's special. So tell them who you are,
what you
do, so we can start talking about regain.
Okay, so I am a weight loss coach, and I also had the surgery 5 years ago. I lost 125 pounds, and I really fell in love with self-development and mindset, and I just decided that I wanted to become a weight loss coach. So I got certified, and here I am.
Yay!
That's crazy. I didn't realize you were so close to me.
Yeah, you guys are really close.
Yeah, because
Where are you?
I hit 5 years.
Oh, in
April.
Okay.
Not location.
Not
no, we are literally on the
location.
opposite side of the country, ma'am.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll make it out.
Okay, so we're close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was your date?
June 19th.
Oh, yeah. So we're just a few months
Just
apart.
a month and a half apart, guys.
Yeah.
You're almost twinsies.
Yeah, that's crazy. I did
Woo-hoo.
not realize that we were that close.
That's so cool.
I probably said the exact same thing last time.
You know, probably.
But
Maybe.
yeah, it's been so long.
It
I
don't
needed
matter.
a refresher.
Mm-mm.
So what made you want to talk about regain today?
So while I'm coaching so many women, one of the things that really, really challenges this community the most is regain.
Yeah.
And the reason why it challenges us the most is because when we do regain, we start freaking out,
Yes.
panicking. And if we don't have something in place, then you will remain in that cycle for a long time without taking action.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is why it's so important to talk about it. And I really wanted to show everybody like a simple step that they could take to actually start making progress so they could stop being stuck.
Well, yeah, because like I was stuck for 9 months.
Yeah, I was stuck for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't talk about it, kept it internal, wasn't going to say anything because if I said something, then it made it real. But what we both kind of come to the conclusion is by not talking about it, it actually made it 10 times worse.
Oh, so bad.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
It makes it so much worse.
Yeah, we got to be vocal about it. We've got to say like, hey, I'm here. I had surgery. And yes, I've regained.
Right. And just be like, I need help. Ask for the help.
Yeah.
That's the biggest deal.
Yeah.
We just had so much trauma with like gaining weight that when we do we feel it, like you really feel like something is going to go wrong. So we have to like normalize, like, it's okay. We regain weight. It's just a problem that we need to solve, and we could solve for it.
Yeah, and I was actually just thinking about this because I've gained a little bit of weight because I haven't been able to find my Monjaro Zep bound.
Mm.
Nobody has it in our town at all. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing the same thing, but so I've gained some weight from where I was very comfortable. I was
Right.
very comfortable with the weight I was at. And I was walking out of Mel's bathroom and I was like, I just feel like all my clothes are just tight and
Mm.
uncomfortable right now.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited to hear what your 5 steps are. And I'm probably going to be taking massive amounts of notes. Because I think that it would help not only me, not only Mel, but the rest of the community to break it down in such an easy way to have it make sense.
Yes. All right. So do we start with step 1?
Yes,
of
100%.
Okay. Step 1 is called reflection.
Mm.
And this step we love to skip because we think it's not important. We want to get right to the action.
Yeah.
We think it's time consuming,
Mhm.
but you really have to take the time to sit down and think about what are your thoughts about this moment, like the regain moment. Like,
Okay.
how do you believe, like, do you believe that you could lose the weight? How do you want to feel about the situation? Like, really sit down.
Right.
And a technique that I use with my clients is called the brain dump. So you
Ooh.
sit down with a piece of paper, and this can only take 5 minutes, and you just write down all your thoughts about the situation.
Mhm.
And what's interesting about that is that you'll see thoughts, like when you finally read the piece of paper, you'll see what you're actually thinking about that is probably suppressed in your
Yeah.
brain.
Mhm.
And you'll get to like really look at it and evaluate if you want to keep thinking that, because many times those thoughts will actually stop you from actually trying to go back and trying to lose the weight.
Wow.
Oh, so those thoughts will hinder you.
Mm.
Yeah, it will definitely hinder you.
Oh,
Like, for
shoot.
example, if you're thinking, well, I lost my chance to lose all the weight.
Mhm.
Mm,
Imagine trying to lose the weight in that type of energy if you
Mm.
honestly believe that you can.
that's
That is true.
Yeah.
That is really true.
Because I'm a firm believer of the like mind over matter. Like we can
Mhm.
push, we can do these things. We just need to tell ourselves we can do these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just think it's more of a subconscious level. Like you were saying, you'll be surprised of what you write down because you
Oh,
don't. I think we do, like you said, have a lot of trauma when it comes to yo-yo dieting, losing, not losing, all of that, that we kind of get stuck in this, I can't do it by myself.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's the way I feel most of the time is I can't do it by myself because I have no control or I eat too much or blah, 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 blah. There's so
Mhm.
much. So I can't do it without something helping me
Right.
Mhm.
or another tool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, and learning that we need tools, I think is big.
Yeah.
Right. And all those thoughts will reveal itself on that piece of paper. And it's not about changing the thoughts
Mm-hmm.
at first. It's really about seeing like what you're thinking,
Mm-hmm.
like really accepting what you're thinking, because that's really what's like controlling your whole journey.
Ah.
I like it. And for those that don't know, so her company is called Beyond the Sleeve Academy. Like she said, she coaches women, right?
Yes.
Is it just exclusively women?
Yeah, for the most, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if guys want to join a role, but mostly all the women come to me.
Okay.
Well, I
Perfect.
mean, they're guys are not
Guys go to
very-
guys, yeah.
Well, guys aren't like as prominent as women in
In this community,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like 2%.
Yeah. Yeah.
We want more of you guys. It's not a diss.
Yeah, we
It's just
do.
we want you so bad to be, take the actual plunge, but you guys just don't.
Well, or they do and they just don't say anything.
Right, it's a secret.
It's
Yeah.
a secret.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like guys are way more secretive than women when it comes to
Mhm.
this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I know we're totally sidetracking, but like I believe that you're 100% right, because dudes, when they lose the weight, they can just go to the gym a little bit and they'll be like, yeah, look what I did. Da, 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 da. And then
Yeah.
like make it a whole thing because now they have all these muscles and
Yeah.
they can vouch for it. When we drop, they're like,
How'd you do that?
bitch, you ain't walking anywhere. What the fuck happened to you?
You're not walking anywhere.
You know, I think guys don't really look for community as much as women
Women.
do.
Mhm.
So
That's fair.
maybe it's that too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some really cool guys in our
They are.
community.
I haven't met any
Yes,
douches. Oh
that's
no, we
true.
did once.
Yeah.
We've-
Uh,
Yeah.
couple times.
Couple times. But that is true. It's very few and far between. Like
Yeah.
most of the dudes like get us.
Well, and they want to be in the community. When
Yeah.
they make that
Mhm.
decision to be a part of it, they are a part of it. They don't go anywhere.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Which I love. Like Frank. Frank.
Yes.
What up, Frank? We love
What
you.
up, Frank? All right. So
Okay,
we're
so-
going to write down our thoughts
Write down our thoughts.
surrounding the regain situation. And then we're going to examine those thoughts.
We're going to examine those thoughts
Okay.
and really see what is going on in our brains
Okay.
before we do anything.
Okay.
Before any action is taken.
Yes, and I know for some of us that sounds crazy,
Uh-huh.
but that is an important work that you have to do.
Yeah.
I think it's important to check in with yourself before you take action. That's smart.
I mean, it makes sense. It's just not.
We just
normally-
don't do it. Yeah, we
It's
just
not
don't do
normally
it.
done that way. It's like action
You want
first,
this
then
fast, you
examine.
want to like just
Mhm.
go, but sometimes you have to slow down to go faster. So sit
Mm,
down.
that.
and
Okay. All right. So we're going to grab a cup of tea. We're going to sit down,
Mm-hmm.
write down, examine.
Yes.
All
Love it.
right. So what's the next step? You all might be asking yourselves, why do these girls love Just Meat so much? Well, we're going to tell you.
Yeah, because so much freaking flavor, guys.
Yes,
Like
oh
it
my
is
God.
insane. And I love to cook, and this has cut down my cooking time like in half. Literally, the meat part, 2 to 3 minutes.
Who doesn't want that for
What?
cooking? And I love, love, love the fact as a single person, I can cook one pack and eat that for the rest of the day, the rest of the week.
Yeah.
The
It's
rest of the
insane.
week, people. And I love that it comes straight to your door. I don't have to go to the grocery store. I don't know about you, but I don't like going to the grocery store.
No.
So having this delivered is ultimate.
It is ultimate. And you just go to justmeats.co, pick out all your different flavors. You can really mix and match what you want, and then use OSLP 25 for you to get $25 off your order.
Go now. Are you feeling a little sluggish? Little lack of protein? Little lack of caffeine? Well, we got the fix for that.
That's right. Dive Bar Nutrition has the best protein bars. They have caffeine, protein, and they taste delicious.
So head on over to divebarnutrition.com and use code OSLP at checkout.
Step 2, you're going to become a detective of your journey. And the reason I call it that is because detectives are just looking for the facts. They're not making this dramatic. They don't care about feelings, emotions. We're just getting the facts of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When did you start regaining? What was going on in your life? What was working before and you're not doing now? Did your routine change? Did something in your life change? Like just straight up facts. We're going to write it down and see if we could find out what happened. There's always a reason why we regain weight.
Oh, for
And
sure. Yeah.
we just have to really identify it.
Oh, for sure. I think that with me, I can absolutely identify why.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I gained the 60 pounds was right after my divorce.
Yep.
I mean, I held strong, but it got the best of me because I was lonely. And I just went through this really big life altering thing.
Yep.
And I didn't feel in control. And then this most recent is not only am I off of my Mounjaro, but I'm going through a breakup. So then again, I feel lonely. I feel out of control. Everything's changing. So I feel like that's a big component. And have I not had those thoughts of like, why is this going on? Why is this happening again?
Mm-hmm.
I know I know where my brain's at in that way.
That's good though.
What about you?
Well, we actually just talked about this on one of our episodes because I remember I told you is how I like figured it out of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
It was my situationship. So
Yes, it was.
it was my situationship because like that person was very like supportive of working out and like being healthy and would encourage me. So when the situationship went away, I was like, I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to like take pictures. I don't want to like I didn't want to do any of the things that I was doing with that. So like, but it took me 4 or 5 months to realize it because like I had it's funny that you're talking about writing stuff down because me and Kelly really talk about journaling. And that's how I found out was like I was just journaling and realizing, oh shit. It's because of that thing that happened is why this is happening now. So now that I've identified it, I felt a lot better. Like a lot better. Yeah.
And I was going to say that I use the same tool, the brain dump, for this, the detective stage, so that you could really like figure out what is going on. And it's important to do that because then you see where your work is, right? Maybe some emotional eating, maybe some routine. Like you'll see what keeps coming up, and then you could solve for that problem, become better at that skill set. So when the life circumstance happens again, hopefully not, or something similar to that, because life is always lifing, you become stronger in the inside and it won't really happen like that, or you could catch it before it does.
Yep.
Yeah. Or, you're dealing with all of the above and you're just going to have to work really
You
hard.
just have to relive it. Relive it.
Yes.
So you investigate yourself.
Yeah. Investigate
And
yourself.
I think that's very important. So that way people know, like, just don't lie to yourself.
Yes, that was also true.
Because I've done it. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, it happens because we want to be something. We want to be that thing that we're saying that we are. And we just haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So what's the next one, ma'am?
The next one is we create a plan. Now, this is where we actually start doing things because now we have ample information to actually create a plan that's not going to lead to the same result as before, right? Because if we go straight to creating a plan without really touching on what happened and how you feel, you're going to do the same thing again because that's how your brain works. It's on autopilot. So it's going to keep doing the same patterns over and over again. So that's why we create a plan from a grounded place, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's the next step.
A fully investigated space.
Yeah.
And then you create the plan. So how do we create a plan?
So this is the part that people are not going to like, but it's really trial and error, right? Because you're not, I can't tell you what the perfect plan is for your life, right? Everybody's life is different. So wherever your problem was, that's where you change the plan. Like you change the plan according to the problem.
Right. Like for me, I just stopped moving. Not like 100% moving, but I just stopped exercising. That was like the first thing to go. Yep. And so I'm trying to change that now in the process. I have the things.
So now you include that in the plan.
Yep. Because like I feel it in my arms and shit. I don't like it. Like I just did Disney with Kelly and it was like gnarly.
The fact that she can't keep up. Like,
I was
this
dying.
girl is way more active than I am. And the fact that we made it like 20 steps in and her makeup was completely melted off and she was dying.
It was also 94 degrees in Florida with the crazy humidity.
That makes a big difference.
Everybody was wearing fans and neck stuff. I was not prepared. But somehow your face stayed intact. It was your birthday. That's the universe saying we're going to keep this on for you. But your girlfriend, she's melting for both of you.
I literally watched it happen.
I know.
I watched it happen. And she was like, I'm not going to go to the bathroom. I'm like, no, you need to go to the bathroom.
I met Jasmine like that. It was awesome. It was awful. Like literally eyeliner all down my face.
Yeah.
It was great.
No.
Yeah. I wasn't affected by it. I was just like, yeah, it's hot, but I'm going to keep drinking water.
I couldn't keep cool.
She couldn't keep up. She could not hang in Disney.
Nope.
So now you know, maybe you need to pick up your endurance. Like you said, you include that in the plan.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
So you keep the things that are working and the things that aren't. Now you try to jazz it up and create a new plan. I wanted to mention, so the audience knows that is normal. I also regain weight. So what happened was that I was studying for a promotional exam.
Okay.
And that was a very intense time in my life. I was doing that. I was working. I was trying to work on my business.
Wow.
So what happened was my routine kind of shifted.
Yeah.
I was still eating healthy foods, but I was not going to the gym as much as I did. And I was eating more food than I normally ate.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
towards the end, there was a sprinkle of emotional eating because I'm trying to study, I'm trying to like do all these things, and my
Stressful.
emotional eating did come.
Yep.
And in my mind, I said, fuck it, I'm gonna pass this test and then I'm gonna worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that
And then
sounds like
everything
us.
happened.
We both we call it a fuck it moment. That's
Yeah.
what we had.
Yeah.
I had too many fuck it moments for that 9 months.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
But
That
now
did
we-
not end
I
up with a
mean-
child.
Yes.
No babies, baby. No babies. No, well, I
Not
think that
the
is
best.
important to tell because all that means, guys, all 3 of us have.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
It's
And
okay.
I think that it's very important that you said start with what, like, how did you
One
say it?
right?
Like caused it.
Yeah. Like start with whatever caused the beginning of the
Yeah.
end.
Yes. Like, what's the core problem?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think
That
for
you
me,
need
I just started eating at night, like a lot
Mhm.
a lot again. And like, I don't care what it is, I'll eat it.
Mm.
Like, even if it's popcorn and I don't like popcorn, I'm going to eat it because it's
Mhm.
there.
Oh, mine was just cookies and chocolate.
Yeah.
Cookies and chocolate.
So I guess for your situation, I will ask yourself, like, what's going on at night? Maybe you need to jazz up your night routine,
Mm.
add more to it, make it more glamorous. That has nothing to do with food.
Oh,
Yeah.
make it more glamorous.
Make it more
Bubble
glamorous.
baths.
Okay.
Oh, bubble baths.
I mean, I have started doing my puzzling at night before I go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. That you're
Do you feel
excited
like it's
about puzzles?
helping?
I love puzzles. I
Mhm.
love
Good
them.
for you.
I can knock them out in like no time, like
I
1,000-piece
hate puzzles. I
puzzle.
can't solve them, so it does not work out for me.
I would
funny.
never
That actually
expect
stresses
that.
me out.
Oh, no, they relax me and they give me something to do with my hands. So
Okay.
I'm not reaching for food. So
See, I don't mind puzzles, but we can't do a puzzle together.
no.
Mm-mm. What was that noise?
I don't know. I heard something.
Yes, that was my Alexa. I'm sorry about that.
I was like, what is that?
She just talks out of nowhere, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Nobody called you." So sorry
Oh my
about
God.
that.
No, you're fine. I was just curious on who was in the room with you.
That
Yeah,
is
no, she
so
wanted to tell
funny.
me the weather.
Oh, well, all right. That
She's
sounds
like,
good.
you need to know this.
Yeah.
So, did you pass your test that you?
I did not, but I
Son of a
know I
bitch.
wanted to die by 1 point. I wanted to really die. But
Oh.
fast forward,
Okay.
it was the best thing that happened because I got into a unit because I didn't get promoted.
Oh.
Oh.
And that's cool with you.
And that's
And
good.
that's cool with me.
All
I
right.
just need a better quality of life. So
Oh.
I'll take that.
Okay.
And then I'll study for the next one and I'm okay. My life is still perfect.
See, the
Good.
universe provides.
I was going to say the universe gives you what you need.
Yeah.
Like you
It
may
does.
not understand at the moment.
And
But
I
just
did not.
Keep going.
know?
Keep going because you'll figure it out.
It typically happens a month or two later. You're like, oh, this makes more sense. Got
Mhm.
it. Got it. Because
Yes.
this couldn't have happened if that didn't
Yeah.
happen.
So making the nighttime routine more glamorous.
I really like that
I think
line.
so.
Yeah.
Especially
Like
for us single ladies, like the OSLP is single. So
we are single.
we need to apparently make our nighttime more fancy.
Jazz up our night routine. I like it.
Yeah.
I have not taken a bath in a very long time.
And you love baths.
I do like baths.
Yeah.
There you go, girl.
Yeah.
It
So
really just sounds like you need to do more things. All you're doing is eating. So you might just be bored. Solve for that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. Because I don't eat as much if I'm doing the puzzling and stay up later.
Yeah.
It's when I go to bed early and I'm like, I've got nothing to do. I guess I'll just
Oh,
eat."
yeah.
Like, so it's boredom and loneliness and stressful. Stress.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so we are on making a plan
Making
Yes.
a plan.
and then
Now, Oh, sorry.
Oh, and then we are going to identify when what problem started it.
Yes, that's before it.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Because we've done 3 so far, yes?
Yeah, we're on 3.
Yep.
All right, let's recap the 3.
So you've got
Reflection.
We have the second step is become a detective of your journey.
Yes.
And the third one is create a plan.
Okay. So now 4. What's the 4th way?
Number 4 is an obvious one. Is implement the plan.
Yeah.
Right?
You can't just how many of us have made a plan and then never implemented it?
I mean, I am stuck on step 3.
Double hands.
I am
I've done
stuck.
It. Yep.
I will get unstuck, but I'm definitely on step 3.
You are definitely stuck.
I'm stuck on step 3.
Yeah, because you've got a walking pad over there that you haven't even busted out.
I know. Remember we were going to do it together because I'm nervous.
Scared.
Oh no.
I didn't think I would be nervous, but
yet she gives me crap about being scared to go into my laundry room at my apartment.
You know what it is? I'm not scared of someone trying to hurt me. I'm scared of falling. I realize it's all about falling.
Yeah, but you make fun of me for that, yet
know.
you have a walking pad that sat over there for how long?
It's been here since February.
Girl, it's time to open it.
It's open.
I opened it. I put everything together. It's here. It's just now I'm just nervous to walk on it. And I was going to have Kel do it with me. So then I felt comfortable. What?
Okay.
You hold my hand at Warner Brothers because I get nervous. It's fine.
This girl is nervous about everything.
I'm a tough cookie, but I'm still a little
it's okay to get scared.
I
but
get
do
scared.
it scared.
She's
what's
a sissy
scared.
Lala. We're just gonna put that out there. She's a sissy.
You know what's
Lala.
so fascinating? I hear so many people they feel because they created a plan that the plan is working, but the plan creating a plan is not the plan. But the way we talk about it is we think the plan is working, but it's not.
We're like, oh, the plan's ready to go.
Yeah.
It's just gonna implement itself.
Yes. Yeah, this walking pad's not gonna move itself over here.
Because it feels good, right? To have a plan.
Yep.
It feels good to say that you have a plan. It gives you this feeling yes, I'm doing something.
It does.
You have to do it, and you have to feel uncomfortable.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, because this girl is literally, I'm looking at her section. She is surrounded by workout gear.
Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
I have a yoga mat. I have 2 kettlebells, and I have an aerobic step thing that you can step on.
You have a ball thing over there.
I do, a weighted ball, 5 pounds. So
and
you
then
can
there's
do
something else, but I don't know what that is. Oh, there's the kettlebell. Yeah, and she's got a walking pad.
I do. And I have a gym membership.
You know what's holding you back?
Me.
Thinking your thoughts. You need to sit down and do a brunch.
I need to do another brain dump? Okay. Another brain dump. I will do it.
I wasn't going to say anything, but.
No, let's let the professional. You're not my life coach.
It's time, Mel. It's time. The fact that it's been this long. And at the end, I don't know if anybody heard her say, but she goes, and I have a gym membership that I haven't used yet.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, there's something holding you back, girl.
Okay. So brain dump, sign up right now. I'll do it tonight.
Yes.
I did a brain dump last night. That was good.
Do a brain dump around the activity level.
I will.
Okay.
I will. I like it.
I believe in you.
See, guys,
I believe in you too.
We all need just a reminder. Because look, I got all the way to the 3rd step. And then guess what? Because I didn't implement it. I have to start back at step 1. Okay.
You do not pass go. You do not collect 200.
No.
You get your ass back to step 1.
Redo. Yeah, that's what life is.
I love it. It is. And this is the hardest step. I think this is why people do stop at that. You're completely normal for doing what you're doing because this is the hard part. This is when you get messy and dirty. This is when you start feeling all the feelings. You have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
This is the hard part.
Yeah.
Yep. I got to believe in myself again.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's really hard sometimes when you're going through regain to believe that you can actually do it.
Yeah. Well, because I know for me, it's the It's Big Mel in my head talking instead
That
of,
sounds like a brain dump type thing.
yep. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, this is what
Yeah.
happens.
Because
Mhm.
I know that like it's very easy for me to be like, okay, no more sugar in my house. But implementing that when you're standing at the grocery store and you're like, ooh, Reese's, you're
Right.
just gonna go home with me. And then you're like, I'll have one. And then the next thing you know, you've eaten four.
Yep.
Like,
Because you brought 4 in.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which
Done
one of
it.
the things that I have, we all know that I love these butter toffee cashews from Costco. I go through so many bags. It's depressing how many bags I go through in a month. But I have decided that when this last bag is done, I am no longer buying anymore. And I don't want that temptation in my house anymore.
That's right.
Like
Not in my house.
I would rather eat the dill pickle cashews because there's not all of the sugar that is on the butter toffee.
Mhm.
Even though I love them, they don't belong in my house.
So that's implementing your plan.
So that's implementing well, it's actually going to be after I don't buy them, right? That's implementing it.
Yeah,
Oh.
both of them. You don't buy it, and now you don't eat it.
Okay. So once I'm out of I have one bag left.
There you go.
But make sure you like your reasoning to do that, because then that might not work either.
Well, because I feel like I don't like eating in the middle of the night. I don't. Like I wake up.
Oh, explain. Yeah. Explain to those that don't know. Kellie wakes up and she's a night eater like that.
I am like full on don't remember. And I find cashews stuck to me.
Yes, you do.
I actually had one on the other day. It was stuck right here.
Mm.
And I was like,
guys, it's the best when you have to Airbnb with her, because like you might walk in, tits out, she's eating, and I go to the bathroom, I come back out, she's back asleep. I'm very confused what I just saw, but it happened.
It's become a routine now.
Mhm.
And I think that's going to be my hardest thing to break, is that it is a routine. I take my meds, I watch a little bit of TV, I eat my cashews,
Right.
play on my phone, then I close everything up, and then I'll find myself at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, opening the container back up, eating more.
Mhm.
So
Okay. So it's hardwired in your brain right now. Like
Yeah.
driving.
yeah. Yeah, I literally don't think about it.
Yeah. And you should not have it near your area,
Mm-mm.
because you won't get up to do that.
Sometimes I have.
Okay. Never mind.
That's why they
That's why
can't
we
be in
need
the
to
house.
jazz up your night.
Yeah.
Create
Jazz up the
another-
night.
Another routine.
another
Now, is
routine.
that something that I should write out? Is that part of creating the plan, is like write out what my routine's going to be?
Yes. I think it's best that way, because we think that our brain will store all this information, but we have so many things in our brain that you will really forget. So
Yeah.
writing it down, set alarms if you need to, and help your brain remember. At least in the very beginning, when it's trying to like do this new routine that you're trying to like throw in it. Like it's your brain is probably freaking out every time you want to do a new routine, because it's not what it's normally doing.
Yeah. I remember when I started my skincare routine in the mornings,
Yeah.
and it took me months to get it down to where I now I don't even think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Like it's literally the order is the same every single morning,
Yep.
and I just do it. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for as far as like a nighttime routine.
Yeah.
I'm
'Cause-
curious.
Yeah.
Were you panicking when the makeup routine was taking a long time to implement?
Oh, good
Or was it
question.
like whatever?
You didn't care,
Maybe
did you?
maybe a little bit, because I was like, why can't I get this down? Why am I forgetting this step? Why am I forgetting that step? Like, I think that
Mm-hmm.
might have been it. Maybe a smidge.
A smidgen.
Mm-hmm. A smidgen.
Yeah, because now, I mean, since we do have this weight loss trauma thing, it's going to be like really a big deal to your brain that you do not have this figured out.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a longer process, but it's gonna be worth it.
Okay. All right. I'm writing down jazz
So
up my routine.
exciting.
I
Yeah.
am too.
I'm not sure how my brain's gonna take it when I'm like out, and I'm like, you don't get any more.
Oh, well, I mean, you're going to find out. It might be easier than you think.
It might
It
be.
might be because you're kind of working it up. And so like
Mhm.
it might actually happen and you don't even notice for a few days. Cause
Mhm.
like I was a thumb sucker, fully admit. And all of
How
us,
did I never know this?
are you for reals right
Yeah.
now? Oh, I sucked my thumb till I was like 12, bro.
Oh my God. Oh my God. 12?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's actually an anxiety thing for kids.
Oh, that makes sense.
And
That
I was in
tracks.
a very
Mhm.
hostile environment
Yeah.
all the time.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
but all of a sudden, like we did move. We moved into a house, and my dad was like, "Hey, I'll stop smoking if you stop sucking your thumb." And I was like, "Okay." And then like I just remember like we both stopped, and it just kept going. Like it was just wild, and I didn't even didn't realize it for a couple days. So you can do this.
Anything's possible.
Soaking you
That's a
right
great
back at
example.
ya.
Yeah. I
Sucking you
sucked
in.
it enough to where I don't have buck teeth, but they're little. They're little.
Mm.
Don't you look at my teeth.
Wallace and Grommet teeth.
No judging here.
No judgment. Safe zone.
Oh, there's full judgment when it comes to her teeth and her smile. Full judgment. And it's not because she has bad teeth or a bad
No.
smile. It's literally that she reminds me of Wallace and Grommet every time she smiles.
You know, I need to see Wallace and Grommet
Yeah,
again.
you do.
Because it's been stop looking at my teeth. What are you doing? I can see you with a
It's
screen.
so funny though. It's like every time you
Leave her
smile.
alone, man.
Nope. She gives me hell every day. So
It's a true story.
I
All
can
right.
I
So
can compare her teeth.
Mabel, so we've told you how we like where our plan and what happened with us. So what about you?
Mhm.
Like what did
Well, let's get to the last step first. And then
okay.
let's go back.
All right.
Okay.
I'm okay. Is Mabel okay with that?
That's cool.
All right.
Whatever you guys want. So, step number 5 is evaluating the plan.
Ooh.
Very obvious, but it's so important because you want to productively evaluate what's going on. We
And
don't want to panic. We don't want to act crazy. Just sit down and figure out, is it working
Okay.
or do we need to adjust something?
so what do you recommend for that? Like, do we wait 6 weeks to evaluate? 4 weeks? Like, is there a good time? Because I do know from experience, I've watched people where they just do it once a week and they're like crazy hard on themselves. So like,
Mhm.
should we put some time frames in?
Yes. So typically I do 2 weeks for non-scale stuff.
Okay.
So like habits, like routines,
Mhm.
because you could pretty much tell if a routine isn't working, is
Mhm.
that if a habit, you need to adjust things to make it
Okay.
work.
Okay.
Okay.
And then for the scale, I do a month.
A full
Oh,
month.
I
Yeah.
do a month because you know, the habits is what really is important. The scale is not really important. Once you have the habits down packed, the weight will naturally start losing itself in
Mhm.
autopilot. Sorry,
Yeah. It'll just
I can't talk
naturally
anymore.
happen.
Yeah.
It'll just naturally happen.
Yeah, because you're not being forceful anymore in doing these habits. So it's
Mhm.
who you become.
Yeah.
So for me, the habit is something that you need to like look closely
Keep an
at
eye on it.
a short period of time.
Okay. Okay. So I like that.
I do too.
You know, it's very rare because it's kind of the old yo-yo dieting brain
Mm-hmm.
comes in and it says, okay, you know what you have to do. This is your plan. You're going to do it. And that's it. Like, but
Very
then,
strict.
yeah, it's very strict. And
Yeah.
that's why you
Mhm.
fall off. But I feel like by evaluating where you're at, what works, what doesn't work. Okay, I'm buying this food, but I never eat it. So, okay, what's something else I can
Mhm.
buy? It's asking those questions and it really makes the new routine, the new plan, like an ever growing, ever evolving thing instead of like you do
Mhm.
this or you're a failure.
Right? It's
Right.
so harsh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and for me, it's like, I was thinking about it while you were talking, is that like, we never like a boss that is a micromanager, right? We hate them. Drives us fucking bonkers. Then Kelly knows exactly one that I can think of. 2.
I was actually just thinking about you micromanaging
Oh,
me.
that's fair.
Oh,
No,
snap.
I manage you. That's different. I have to micromanage. You're an ADHD person. You know how hard it is to work with ADHD people?
That's why I don't like to work in the studio. No, joking. Joking. I like to work in the studio.
Hold on.
I said I was joking.
Yeah.
Take a joke. Take
And
a
then
joke, Wallace
the
and
other thing
Grommet.
is that we don't like our parents to be strict either.
No.
Right? We hate it. Drives us nuts. We never do what they say because they're so strict.
Yeah.
So why are we doing both of those two things to ourselves? We hate it. We
That's
know
a
we hate
great
it.
question.
Right? Like, why are we micromanaging ourselves and being so strict on ourselves? When
Yeah.
all we tell people is we want to be like, go with the flow and like just get things done as they come, but we're not actually.
I mean, there are some non-negotiables.
Oh, of course.
You have to hit your protein, you have to hit your water, you have to take your vitamins. But I feel like the rest of it, you can kind of be flexible.
You're right.
And figure out what's going to work best for you in your journey.
100%.
So I think that's a very solid.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's very solid.
You got a sticker. I like it. No, that was a good example. Yeah, we're always hard on ourselves because we want to either get to the goal fast or we think that we have to talk to ourselves like shit to get it done.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that way.
We don't have to be drill sergeants to ourselves.
Absolutely not.
Definitely not be drill sergeants because it's not going to serve any of us. And I've noticed like the mindset since like starting to gain weight again is going downhill again. Like I'm talking not negative to myself and all of these things instead of being like, we got this. We got this. We're good. Like we'll figure this out. So I was going to tell you, Mabel, I did implement a plan. Well, let's see. I made a plan.
Okay. We created a plan.
I got one of those refrigerator menu board things. And so now I know, because the question that I've popped up in my brain is, what is Kelly eating? That's all I need to know. What is Kelly eating? Because
it's a great question.
Half the time I don't even know what Kelly's eating. So, but I did bring a lunch today.
She did, guys.
For the first time in a very long time.
I was very proud of her.
So, and I ate it.
And you ate it. Yeah.
Yeah. That does not happen.
That's a big deal.
That's a huge deal. So you actually implemented.
I did. So I'm past you. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, that felt weird.
Yes.
There we go.
That was still weird.
Look at my elbow.
You look at my elbow.
I did the third time.
Did you?
Yeah, that's why it connected.
Okay.
That's a big deal, girl.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Thanks. Yeah.
No
So I'm slowly getting things written on the board.
Yep.
And it's got a section for groceries. So when I run out of things, so now I'll know exactly what's in my fridge and what's not in my fridge and what I need to buy.
Yep.
So, and it came with like 7 or 8 little marker things. So I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to like.
Well, now you know too, in 2 weeks, check in.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Because it's not so much the weight. It's just figuring out my routine. Like, that's the biggest thing is like, yes, would I like to lose weight? Of course. But I need to get this routine in play before I can move forward to like losing weight, if that makes sense.
It makes so much sense. And I bet you feel better that you completed this routine than if you would have got on a scale and lost some weight. Like this feels more complete to you, right?
Yeah.
That you are actually taking the action and you completed it for yourself.
Yep. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Seeing you lose weight on a scale is very satisfying.
Yes.
Extremely satisfying. But it did feel good to like be leaving my house and I'm like, wait, I have to pack a lunch. And I had packed it.
Look at that.
Because like I cooked meatloaf last night. So I already pre-portioned out 2 different containers for lunches for the week. And so it was really funny because I had my laptop bag on and I had my satchel on. And then I was like, I didn't bring my lunch.
And you went back.
I was still in the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was still in the house. I was just getting ready to walk out the door. And then I was like, oh, nope, hold the phone. Drop everything. We got to pack a lunch. And I have implemented. So I did not tell you this, but after my infusion yesterday, I went to a grocery outlet.
Okay.
Which if Katie's listening to this, she'll be very excited. And I got the snack versions of my dill pickle cashews.
Ooh.
And I got some very easy things that I can just literally just grab and go.
Nice.
And so it makes it much more easy to pack a lunch if I'm not having to chop things, mix things, any of that. I'm not doing that in the morning. I'm not. I don't care.
Put it all in.
Yeah, I just threw it all in the bag.
And you don't have to.
Yeah. There's nothing saying you have to.
You can live how you want to live.
I did not get cucumbers though. So I do need to go get cucumbers because after the cucumbers with you.
You really like them, huh?
I really like them.
I know. They've turned me on too.
Yep. They turned you on. They turned you on.
This is a free judgment zone.
Mabel, I love you, but it is not judgment free after that statement. She just said cucumbers turn her on.
Well, like they turned me on to where I want to eat them more.
Yeah. Let's just not use that term when talking about vegetables.
You gotta finish the sentence, girl. You can't just leave it open.
Yeah. Let's not say anything turned me on when it comes to inanimate objects.
That's fair.
Okay, cool. Glad we worked that out here in front of Mabel.
I love it. So now it's Mabel's turn to kind of walk us through when did you find out? What did you do to do all the things to like?
Yeah.
So, when I regained the weight. So what I found out was I was obviously emotional eating. And then my routine was out of whack. So the routine portion kind of fixed itself when I wasn't studying for the test anymore. So that was fine. But the emotional eating, right? Because now I found out that I didn't pass the test, right? So now I had to deal with that. And what I did was I journaled and I just practiced feeling my feelings, being angry, being sad, and still eating the foods that I needed to eat and going to the gym. And day by day, the emotions, the vibrations kind of slowed down and, kind of went away slowly.
Nice.
But I just made peace with like feeling like shit. It's okay. I failed the test. And I just had to like be okay with it. But I had to remind myself like, oh, we're not going to gain the weight because you failed the test. We're not going to do that. Your life is still great.
Yeah.
How can you make your life greater?
Right.
Oh, that's another thing. I went on vacations. I enjoyed my life, like my personal life. I'm like, okay, my life is more than this test.
That's
true. Awesome that you went and enjoyed your life. Because some people could just sit and wallow. And you're like, nope.
I think that's a really solid statement. My life is worth more than, or my life is more than my weight. My life is more than just regain.
Yeah.
Like, I really do feel like our lives are so much better or so much more than just a simple, I regained or I failed a test or I got out of my situationship. Like, we're all saying the exact same thing, but you have to realize there's more to your life than just that.
Well, just weight in general.
Weight in general, yeah.
Because it is much more. And I think once we let the power go from our weight, that's when you start feeling better and like routines, I think, start like falling into place and you just feel like natural in this. Like I know this happens to a lot of us on the journey where we don't know who we are anymore. And it's like, I told Kel, like, it's probably going to happen around like year 2 or 3. And it happens. And everyone's like figuring out, what do you like? What do you not like? Who do you want around you? Like what actually makes me like feel joy? And so then you're in this identity crisis. And then all of a sudden, even the identity crisis can hurt you because you might eat and cope because you can't figure it out.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to reach out to people like Mabel with the Beyond the Sleeve Academy. She coaches women.
Yep.
Like this is super important because it's okay to ask for help. And there's people here in this community that want to help. And she's also a bariatric patient.
And she's regained.
And I've
regained and I've lost it.
Yeah. I mean,
That-
what better person to go towards than somebody who has been in your shoes,
Yeah.
knows how it feels. And I like that you break things down super simply. Like,
Yes.
it's always like, I always think like, okay, what are the steps to losing regain? Okay, we got to overhaul this and we got to overhaul that. And we've got to, spend 5 hours a day in confession over the Twinkie I ate last night. Like, no, it doesn't have to be that difficult. Like, you can spend 10 minutes doing step 1 on whatever day works best for you. And then the next day, hit step 2. I love that you broke it down into 5 easy steps.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Was there anything you'd like to add that you think that we may have missed?
Well, if your viewers want to dive deeper into the steps,
Yeah.
I do have a mini course available, and they'll be able to go through the course and really take in the steps and use it on themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
And I'll
That's
provide you with
amazing.
the link.
Yes, it will be below.
Yes.
We'll have it
We'll
linked.
have the link below. Whether you're just listening to audio or watching it on YouTube, there will be a clickable link, and you can go directly to Mabel and get all of the help that you can get.
Right? All the wisdom.
Yes, because I keep seeing the word regain all over the community.
Well, and
Right
we're all
now.
scared of it too.
Yeah. Nobody wants to talk about it because if you don't talk about it, then it's not going to attack.
Exactly.
Well,
But
yeah.
it's a silent attack.
And we've both been there.
Yeah.
All 3 of us, man.
Yes.
All 3 of us. It's okay, people.
It's
There's a
okay.
I do have a quick question before we go.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
you noticed you had regained, were you quiet about it or were you like,
Great question.
yeah.
Did
Was I
anybody
quiet
know?
about it? No, I think I was saying it to myself, and I was saying it. Who did I tell? I feel like I don't have anybody around me that I'd be like, hey, I gained some weight. I'm trying to think. I think I told my sister and my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm eating a lot. This test is I'm emotional eating. So I told them.
Okay.
But I didn't like I mostly kept it to myself only
Yeah.
because I didn't think anybody cared. Or it was
Aw,
like
we all care.
not in a bad way, but it's just like
Why?
I was so focused on the test. I was like, I gotta pass the test.
That's
That's
true. That's
I think
true.
You
that's what it
stayed
was.
focused. You stayed
Yeah.
focused. And
Well,
I think that's fine.
congratulations on losing it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Because that's amazing and it's hard
I
work.
gained 15 pounds, by the way. I didn't say it.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I think I'm right around that
What?
right now. 10 to 15
Of lost?
regain.
Oh, regain. Got you.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I would like to, and even though I've still lost 50 pounds from when I like regained my top, like
You
I
should be
just
very
feel
proud of that.
uncomfortable.
You should be very, very proud of that.
I am proud of myself. I'm just like, I can see the trajectory of where I'm going though.
You're nervous.
And I think
Yeah.
that's what kind of spurs me to talk about it more because I'm like, no, I got to do something.
You're like, I can see this train where it's going if I don't.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep. So
I get
yay,
it.
I'm excited to implement these.
Yes. And guys, go over to oursleevelifepodcast.com. Go sign up for our newsletters. Go and check out how to become a patron. A Patreon. Nope.
Patron.
Patron. There we go. I had to look at you and then it worked.
Oh my God. Your brain worked when you looked at me.
It did. 100%.
Okay. All right.
Anyways, so go do all those things and
Thank you, Mabel, for being on the
There you
show.
go.
We really,
Thank you
really
for having
appreciate you. And to everybody else, we love you and we will see you
next time. Bye.